What's up, YouTube? Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. In this channel, we talk about the markets, but we do things differently because we talk about the markets in English and Spanish, so you guys can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. I want to break down some technicals going over the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to be breaking down one cryptocurrency and two stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So let's get started. And before going over the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, I want to show you some interesting information when it comes to earnings reports for this week. So tomorrow before open, we have Walmart, Home Depot, Baidu, and Macy's. And on Wednesday morning before open as well, we have the ID.com. I am actually taking a swing trade as of now on the ID.com, and we also have Target and Lowe's. So these are going to be the most interesting earnings for the rest of the week. And Cisco, we can make the case that Cisco might be an interesting company to be seen reporting earnings this week. Cisco is going to report earnings on Wednesday after close. And when it comes to the S&P 500, guys, we are having pretty much a red day all across the board. Dow Jones, Russell 2000, NASDAQ 100, and the S&P 500 are trading as of now in negative territory when we'll still have 5 more minutes in today's trading session. So the S&P 500 is as of now at 4162. So what's the most important level of support that I am going to be looking at for tomorrow's trading session? Well, that level of support is going to be 4130, which happens to be last Friday's trading session's low. If 4130 happens to be broken due to the downside, then another important level of support to keep a close watch on is going to be 4120. And in my opinion, guys, and this is my personal opinion, as long as the bulls remain trading above 4120, they are in complete control of the S&P 500. From a resistance standpoint, the most important area that I am going to be looking at tomorrow is going to be 4180. If the bulls happen to be able to burst above 4180, then I'm thinking that the next important level of resistance for this index is going to be pretty much all-time high at 4238. And remember that 4180 is going to be a very tough spot for the bulls in the S&P 500 because this is an area that already acted as a support for the bulls of this index in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities before, but it also acted as a resistance back on April 16th, all right? So watch out for 4180 to the upside and this area of 4130 or 4120 to the downside. And in the case of the NASDAQ 100, let me pull up here 4-hour chart. So I am going to zoom in here, and as of now, the NASDAQ 100 is down on today 0.65% and is trading at 13,300 points. So very clear for tomorrow, guys. Anything above 13,300 points is going to be bullish price action for the bulls. And if tomorrow we happen to see the NASDAQ 100 keep on pulling back, then the most important level of support that I am going to be looking at is going to be 13,100 points, which happens to be a previous area of support and resistance for the bulls in this index. 13,100 points already acted as a support for the bulls in the S&P, in the NASDAQ 100 back on March 31st, and as a resistance, it acted in 1 and 2 opportunities before. So tomorrow, let's see if the bulls can manage to open the trading session above 13,300, and if we happen to see the bulls or the NASDAQ 100 pulling back, watch out for 13,100. And who knows, if tomorrow we happen to have a strong rally in the NASDAQ 100, I am going to be looking at 13,620 points, which was an important area of resistance that acted as such for the bulls in the NASDAQ 100 back on May 10th. And when it comes to the stocks and the cryptocurrency that I am going to be breaking down in this video, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. And in the case of Ethereum, guys, you know that this cryptocurrency has been under a lot of pressure lately. It went from $4,400 down to almost $3,000 this morning. So what is going to happen with cryptocurrencies? In my opinion, and this is obviously my personal opinion, I hope Bitcoin to be able to hold $40,000 as a lower support. I think that if Bitcoin happens to break $40,000 to the downside, this amazing bull run that we have seen in the case of cryptocurrencies might stop for a while. Let's just put it that way. And I also hope Elon Musk to stop tweeting stuff about Bitcoin. I mean, you guys know that I am an ultra Tesla bull, but I don't agree with the way that Elon Musk has addressed these critics that have come from the Bitcoin community. I mean, Elon Musk is the CEO of one of the largest companies of the world. He's running one of the largest companies of the world. And he's engaging in fights in Twitter, or on Twitter rather, with YouTubers and bloggers, and that doesn't make any sense. Elon shouldn't be wasting his time in getting in fights on Twitter. So it is what it is, guys. Sometimes, you know, despite the fact that I am an ultra Tesla bull, I disagree with some things that Elon does. So what could potentially happen in the case of Ethereum? And mind you guys, I have been buying Bitcoin aggressively since last Saturday, and I am planning on keeping adding more Bitcoin to my long-term position. Ethereum is trading as of now at almost $3,400, and $3,200 was a very important level of support for the bulls of Ethereum. So if Ethereum breaks $3,200, the next important level of support that I am going to be looking at is going to be $3,000, which acted as a resistance back on May 1st. And if $3,000 happens to be broken to the downside, then another important level of resistance, or support rather, to keep a close watch on in the case of Ethereum is going to be $2,800, which already acted as a resistance on April 29th and is supposed, from a technical standpoint, to provide a good support for the bulls of Ethereum if it happens to be visited in an aggressive way. And if $2,800 happens to be broken to the downside, and you never know when it comes to cryptocurrencies because these assets are extremely volatile, then I'm thinking, guys, and I have to move my screen over here, that we might see $2,600 as worst case scenario. $2,600 was an area in which the bulls of Ethereum failed at back on April 22nd. So in my case, for me to keep on adding more Ethereum to my long-term position in Ethereum, I need to see $2,600, and most importantly, I need to see Bitcoin holding at least $40,000 as a lower support. So let's see what happens with Ethereum in the upcoming days. $3,200 has proven to be an important area of support for the bulls of Ethereum. So let's see if the bulls can manage to reverse this downtrend and pay a visit once again to the $4,200 or $4,400, or if Ethereum once again, as I said before, breaks the $3,200, we might have some sort of buying opportunities at $3,800 or $2,600, worst case scenario in my opinion. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Ideonomics, ticker symbol IDEX. And this is live reaction, guys. Ideonomics just reported earnings, so let's go ahead and take a look. This was a huge beat when it comes to earnings for Ideonomics all across the board. So earnings per share was expected at -8 cents, and Ideonomics posted no profit, no loss for Q1 of this year, and revenue was 1 year ago $378,000, and Ideonomics made $32.7 million for Q1 of this year. So very solid earnings for Ideonomics over here. I am very happy, as I said before. So what could potentially happen with Idex tomorrow? But let me pull up the 1 day, 1 minute chart rather. And the reaction hasn't been positive, nothing to be surprised about. Idex closed today's trading session at $2.88. It went up 17%, and as of now, it is pulling up actually. It dropped down to $2.60 right after the report came out, and now it is pulling up and it is dealing with the 180 SMA on the 1-day, 1-minute chart at $2.75. They reported very good earnings, but let's face it, guys, the average reaction of the markets during this earnings season has been to the downside. Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, all of those companies reported unbelievable earnings, and despite the fact that they beat on earnings by a huge margin, actually, they ended up selling up. So we cannot actually expect anything different when it comes to small cap stocks like Ideonomics. So let's see what could potentially happen tomorrow. Let me pull up here the 4-hour chart and take a look, guys, at how Ideonomics is about to burst above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. So if tomorrow on good volume and momentum could kick in because this company actually beat on earnings and reported very solid earnings, I'm thinking that if Ideonomics can burst above the 180 SMA, it could potentially pay a visit to a very important area of resistance for the bulls of Ideonomics at $3.10. $3.10 is an area that already acted as a support for the bulls of Ideonomics in 1, 2, 3, and 4 opportunities before, but it also acted as a resistance back in early April and also back on April 28th. So this is going to be a very tough spot for the bulls of Ideonomics, and mind you, guys, because when Ideonomics runs up, it does run up. If tomorrow the bulls can open the trading session above the 180 SMA and they can break the next important level of resistance at $3.10, Ideonomics could even fill the gap up to the other important level of resistance for this stock at $3.50. $3.50 already acted as a resistance for the bulls of Ideonomics in 1, 2, 3, and 4 opportunities before, but it also acted as a support back on January 27th. So everything is looking pretty good for Ideonomics, and I am knocking wood. Let's see if tomorrow we can open the trading session above the 180 SMA and take on the $3.10 in the case of Ideonomics. And the last stock of this video, Cloudera. And in the case of Cloudera, this was a suggestion, this was a request of one of the viewers of our videos in Spanish. And as I always told you guys, if any of you wants me to break down any stock from a technical standpoint, go ahead and drop a comment down below. And well, I think that the name of this company speaks for itself. This is a company that offers services and applications on the cloud. This company is based in Santa Clara, California, and has a market capitalization of $3.7 billion. So from a technical standpoint, guys, I like the fact that here we have a very interesting coincidence. We have the 180 SMA and the 4-hour chart coinciding with an important previous area of support and resistance for the bulls of Cloudera at $12.44. $12.44-ish is an area that already acted as a support for Cloudera back in the beginning of April, but it also acted as a resistance in 1, 2, and 3 opportunities before. So I'm thinking, if tomorrow Cloudera happens to be able to burst above this 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, it is very but very likely to fill the gap up to the next important level of resistance for the bulls of this stock at $13.62. $13.62 or $13.70 or $14-ish is an area that already acted as a support for Cloudera in 1, 2, 3, and 4 opportunities before. So let's say that we pick up some shares of Cloudera at $12.40 and we sell them at $13.60 or $14. We are looking at a 9% profit. This would be an amazing day trade. So Cloudera is going to be by far on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. And with Cloudera, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention and thank you very much for hanging out with me. Once again, if you found value in this video, please hit that like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Remember that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. In these videos, we analyze, we break down from a technical standpoint both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, but I also break down From a technical standpoint as well, the 3 stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for the next trading session. So if you want to get the notifications of our videos in a timely manner, you'd better be subscribed to the channel, and you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow right after the market closes. Peace out.